Welcome to Local Legends with Jess, the Arizona edition. I'm Jessica Benevento, your mortgage matchmaker, opening doors with ease and bringing you the stories behind Arizona's most inspiring people. From best-selling authors and elite athletes to business badasses making moves across the valley. These are the local legends shaping our communities. Get the inside scoop, real talk, and powerful conversations you won't hear anywhere else. Local Legends with Jess, where Arizona's stories connect. Yeah! Truman, are you ready?
I'm ready. I don't know what. I feel like I got arrested here.
No, you're not arrested. So welcome back to Local Legends here with Jess. And I took a break for a little bit, but I am back. And today I have the infamous Poppy Chuloo, a.k.a. Charlie Kukuza, my father-in-law. It is an honor to have you here, Pop.
Well, equally, it's an honor to be here, Jess. Anything you do has got to be top-notch. I was walking along the street, and she said, jump in the car. I thought I was being arrested. I wanted to talk to my lawyer and have my one phone call. And then they brought me in here. I haven't saw this much light until, I don't know. I'm blinded.
Well, thank you for being here. So, did you know I had a podcast?
Did I know you had a pod? You told me you did, and I respect what you say because you'll kick me out of the house if I don't.
It's very true. So you should be honored to be on this because I only take in local legends. And what I mean by local legends is people in this community that have really stood out, that people are gravitated towards, and you are that person, okay? You're a local legend in New Jersey, and now you get to bring that local legend energy here in Arizona. And this is why we have you here. This is why you're in Arizona.
I'm a little upset because you call me a local legend. I'm really a national legend.
You are a national legend. Now, let me ask you, Pop. 20, 30, 40 years ago, did you picture your life to be what it is now? Coming out to Arizona for the winter, spending it with Jason and I and our family. Like what did you, going back, what did you believe would happen in your 80s?
Well, to be honest with you, I hate cold weather. It's probably my Southern European upbringing and my Southern European that I have in me that I can't handle cold weather. So I decided after the holidays to come out here around January 5th and stay till it warms up in New Jersey so I could play golf. I could take 2 bites of the apple. I could play golf in the winter here and go back home and rob money from my friends because they haven't been able to play. So I thought that this would be a heck of a move on my part, and it was.
Okay.
Next question.
I got a good one, actually. Hold on. I have to look it up because this is good. Okay, ready? What's a life lesson you learned the hard way that you wish our generation didn't have to learn the same way?
Well, to be honest with you, you should only talk when you know what you're talking about. There are people that talk just for the sake of talking and hear their own voices. If you don't know what other people are talking about, just be quiet and listen. And another life lesson is you gotta work. You gotta work. You just can't have things handed to you. The only people that do are people that are heirs to millions of fortunes. Apparently, most of us are not. So you have to work for what you have. No one's going to give you anything.
Right.
All right. The thing to do is to find someone or something that you like. It's the best thing to get up in the morning and go to work because you want to go to work, not because you're waiting for a paycheck at the end of the week.
So now your career was a teacher, right? English teacher. For how many years did you teach?
Close to 40.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 40 years as an English teacher. And when did coaching football come in there?
Coaching football was why I got into teaching. It's a funny story. I was walking down around the campus, and a football coach rolled up his window and said, "Charlie, come here." He said, "There's an opening in West New York at Memorial High School for a football coach and an English teacher. So I would like for you to go." Now, I didn't tell him this, but I had just interviewed at 4 places, and I was very upset because they were asking me stupid English questions, which I knew the answer, of course. There are very few things I don't know the answer to. But I was up to I just couldn't handle any more dumb interviews with people asking me questions about what's a gerund, who wrote this novel. So I couldn't say no to John. That was my coach, because I respected him. I said, okay, I'll go. So 2 days, I find myself on the way to Memorial High School, and I said, here we go again. Let me say this to you. Not one person asked me any questions about English. The first person I saw was the athletic director. He asked me 30 questions about football. Then I talked to the head football coach, and he asked me 40 more questions. So I'm saying to myself, where the heck are these English questions? The next thing I know, I'm talking to the superintendent of schools, and he said, "We hear that you're a good football coach. Congratulations, we're hiring you." And that's the end of that story. I got a million of them, but I know we only have so much time here. So go ahead, Jess, give me the next question.
So, waking up in the morning, were you excited to go teach?
I was excited to go to work because I like being around young people. They keep you young. And I love teaching English. I didn't like all the Mickey Mouse stuff like 3 bells, you got to go to this room. 4 bells, you got to go to that room. We got a fire drill coming up. You have to hand in lesson plans and all that nonsense. I just wanted to impart my knowledge of English and history to the students, and of course, coach football. That's the reason why I went into teaching.
Okay, and then after. Give me a timeline of your career with football coaching.
Well, I coached, most people start as a freshman coach, then move up to the varsity. I was a freshman coach for 2 days, and apparently they all got smart and realized I didn't belong there, so I became the offensive coordinator up at the varsity level. I stayed in that school for 4 years. They fired a very good friend of mine as the head coach, and they offered me the head coaching job. And I say, anybody that fired Tom, I don't want to work for. So I said, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to turn down the offer. Mm-hmm. Next thing I know, I went to Cresskill High School, and I was there until, 25, 30 years. I became the head coach when my friend Tom retired to become the AD, and I coached there for 3 years. Then I went to college. I coached at my alma mater for 1 year. Then I went to Montclair State, and I was the offensive coordinator for 26 years. In the meantime, I coached in the Arena Football League. You people might remember that because you had a very good team here. The Arizona Copperheads. I coached the New Jersey Red Dogs, coached for a year, coached a quarterback who was in the Super Bowl, was with the Red Dogs for 2 years, and then went to Pittsburgh. And when they were in the Super Bowl, I can't remember dates, I'm getting too old. And then I became the head coach at Kane University, which is in the same conference as Montclair State. They're what they call Division III schools in New Jersey. I retired, and here I am.
How long ago did you retire from football?
Oh, I've been retired for 10 years.
Okay. So my question to you, because I see you do this every day, you're writing plays every day. Who are you writing those plays for?
Well, to be honest with you, I want to help young coaches. So I stay on top of the game, and I have notebooks that I fill up with my offense and so forth and so on. People would come to me to get the passing game. That's my specialty. And I think I could help, young coaches and give them an offense that could score a lot of points.
So how are we getting those books, those plays that you're writing to young coaches?
I don't know. I just have them. And someday I might reach out to a few people that I know and share the knowledge that I have within the covers of those notebooks.
What do you mean, like what are you waiting for though?
What am I waiting for?
Maybe this is your debut.
What am I waiting? I'm waiting for Marilyn Monroe to resurrect herself from the grave, and I take her out to dinner. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm interrupting you, but I really don't care.
Okay.
I'm giving away my age by saying Marilyn Monroe, but if you don't know her, Google her.
Oh my gosh. What if I told you that I have people that you could give these plays to? Would you be okay with me giving these playbooks to people?
I'd be happy.
Do you want to sell them?
I have nothing to do but my time. And I would love to sit down and talk football with people, but let me explain something to you. These young coaches think that they invented the wheel, and I can't stand people who think they know more than me, but they don't.
Yeah.
You see? So if they'll just sit quiet and let me talk to them for about 20 hours, I'd be happy. I don't need that. I want them to ask me questions if they don't understand something. But as far as them telling me what to do, I got a funny story. You won't believe this. Years ago, this high school coach said to me, I'd like you to come here, spend a week with my staff, and go through the passing game. So I was there it wasn't out of my way because it was on the route that I went to school and came home. So it's a big Catholic school in northern New Jersey. Okay, so I spent, from about 3:30 till about 7 o'clock at night, giving them the passing game, all the ins and outs. And there were about 4 young coaches. Fast forward, 2 years after this, I'm giving a clinic at Montclair State, and I'm talking about the football, about the passing game. And in between sessions, the coaches would come up and ask me questions. So one of these young guys that was at the high school that I gave this week-long prep on the passing game came up to me, and I said, hey, how you doing? I said, do you have any questions on what I talked about? You're not going to believe what I'm going to tell you. He said, Coach, I'm going to show you what we do. I said to myself, this guy didn't know if a football was stuffed or pumped, and he's coming up here telling me what I should do. See, that aggravates me to no end. Next question, Jess.
Okay, this leads to a great question, okay?
All the questions you ask are good, Jess.
Thank you, thank you.
Besides being good looking, you're very intelligent.
Thank you. Tell me more. So, what I've always been impressed with when talking to you is your level of confidence. It is beyond the the level I've ever experienced.
Well, there's a reason for it, Jess.
Okay.
It's not infused. Let me give you an example, okay?
Sure.
I coached in high school. Quarterbacks were my specialty.
Okay.
The first year I coached a quarterback, he was all conference. So he was a junior. So he was all conference for 2 years. Then I went to Cresskill High School, and my quarterback was all conference for 2 years. Then I went to Montclair State. I didn't have one. I didn't have two. I had 3 All-American quarterbacks. What does that tell you? I'm not a lucky guy, all right? It's what I have to impart to these people. And when I coached professionally, my quarterback was Rookie of the Year in the AFL, which was the American Indoor Football League.
Okay. So then that brings me to this. I understand your confidence level in the game of football because you know it inside and out, right? And you've obviously had a lot of successful people under you. But when it comes to people and women especially, like I'm going to share this with you. And I honestly, I think it's absolutely hysterical. You won't speak to anyone unless they're a 7 or above, correct?
Unfortunately, you're right. I have a little game that I play within my medulla oblongata, my cerebellum, and my cranium about looking at women and giving them numerical grades from 1 to 10. Mm-hmm. I can't stand women that are under 7, and I refuse to talk to them. Now, I may not be the best looking guy in the world, but when he dies, we're in business.
Oh my God. Okay. This leads me to another little mini section. We're coming to an end of this podcast. I have a special.
I'm just getting started.
I know you are. I know you are. But I have a special person who wants to sit next to you and ask a few questions and kind of rain on our parade, because he usually does. Mr. Jason Kukuza, your favorite child, your youngest child, my husband.
Hey, Dad.
Good to meet you.
So first off, AFL is not indoor. I would assume the A stands for Arena Football League, number 1. It's the Arizona Rattlers, not the Copperheads. And
it's a snake, isn't it? It's a reptile, isn't it? And I was close.
And it was Tommy Maddox, the quarterback.
I know his name.
But let's go down the path of what Jess had to say, because you're definitely not there with a lack of not common sense. What's the word I'm looking for, Jess?
Confidence. Confidence. Go. Continue. I'll help you every now and then.
Okay.
Just leave blanks and I'll fill them in for you.
Could you explain what happened in your last football coaching position?
We won't get into that.
I would like to.
No.
That has nothing to do with it. Use the confidence.
I'm
Talk
finished.
about the confidence.
I have nothing to do. Let's talk about the present. The present is here.
Let's talk about your confidence level, which is good.
I think we all should have it. I'm impressed with the confidence.
I think so too.
You're rubbing off on me.
So let's go back to your story with the coach. So you're sitting down with this football coach and you told him about your offense.
No, I talked you're not listening when I talk. All right? Take the earplugs out of your ears, young man.
This is every day.
I spoke to the entire staff for 1 week. And I shouldn't, well, good. I didn't mention names, so I'm not going to embarrass anybody. It was unbelievable. You know what I got for doing 1 week? I didn't get a ruble. Okay, that's number 1. He shook my hands and said, I got to take you and your wife out to dinner. I'm still waiting. That was 20 years ago. It's a good thing that I didn't need him, because I would have died of malnutrition.
Well, confidence, you do lack in a little business acumen, because you might have wanted.
I don't know that much about business.
But you should have asked, is there something that I'm doing?
Well, I would assume that was the right thing to do. When I got back to Montclair State, my head coach said, don't ever take any of those speaking engagements again until they talk to me. You know how much that week was worth? It was worth at least
$30.
$30. You couldn't buy a page in my notebook for $30.
I have 16 notebooks.
Hold on. Let me ask something more important. I don't want to talk about football anymore. I
don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with your whole career. I'm really impressed with the plays that you write. I'm probably going to sell them at some point, because if you're not going to do anything with them, we have to do something, Truman. But more importantly,
living with Jason and I and the kids, why are you really still there? It's definitely not because of him.
I just love young people. I love the kids. Let me tell you, give you a little hint on handling young people. Don't treat them like little babies. Treat them like grown-ups and talk to them like grown-ups. Communicate with them and they'll reciprocate. I have a young granddaughter that is, I believe, exceptionally intelligent. And she is by far years above her chronological age. Enough of that, because I'm speaking like a grandparent about my grandchildren. So let's go to the next question. Oh, you're trying to sneak in here now?
No, I'm just.
Oh, all right.
So
Go
let's
ahead.
talk about the love of your grandchildren and your kids.
Let me
Do
tell
we
you
know
something.
any of their
I don't
birthdays?
have to reach out to get people's love. They either love me or they don't. I could care less what people think.
Yes, you
I
do.
know one thing. You may, but I don't. My grandchildren, I think, love me.
Of course they do.
Okay.
They
So
think
what's your next
unconditional
question?
love.
First of all, I don't even know what you're doing here, but go ahead.
Big ratings were down. I fell asleep in the back there, and Jess sent me a text. Please help.
I know.
She said,
I know.
Please help.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's.
So you're Sherlock Holmes coming to solve a mystery.
No.
Oh, okay.
In conclusion,
Conclusion.
we're going to wrap this
Not
puppy
only
up.
in conclusion, let's end this.
Let's conclude this episode because I think we're going to go off on a tangent because he definitely wants the spotlight, your son. I don't know where he gets that from, but I will say I am blessed to have you as my father-in-law, like beyond blessed. I love having you. You're probably a part of the reason I'm still with your son because I love you, as well as my mother-in-law.
Let's not get into her.
Oh, okay. But I am blessed, and you really are a local legend. Like when you're in New Jersey, people beg for you to come back to Arizona. They love your videos. I don't know if you guys have watched.
I'm going to give them a P.O. box, and they should send some money. I don't want things that jingle. I want green papers with pictures of presidents on them. Tell them to put them in the envelope. I'll give them my P.O. box.
Would you know how to set up a P.O. box?
No, but that's what I have you around for.
One of these days, you will go viral. One of these days, we will get money in the mail.
Oh, wait a minute. I got one last story. Then I'm going to take it on a giddy up.
All right.
The first time that Jess started putting me on these, what do you call these, Jess?
This is a podcast.
Yeah, well, some kind of things that you put on the internet.
Yeah.
And I said, Jess, I'm not going to do
Put it
it.
on, Truman.
I'm not going to do this because I don't want people to know me. I said, people look on the internet. She said, don't worry. Nobody will ever see who you are. I had a beard on. I had a hat on. I had sunglasses. Okay. We made a couple of tapes. I got off the plane in Newark Airport, and 50 people said, what in the name of God are you doing in Arizona with those silly podcasts? So my daughter-in-law pulled one over on me. Anyway, here I am. I've taken up enough time. They got a little digital clock here. I've been here for 24:32, and it's counting.
You are the best, Pop. Well, thank you for being on here. You are a local legend here in Arizona, New Jersey. You are a national local legend, as you said, and I appreciate you. I will be selling your plays soon. Are you available for speaking opportunities to young football teams?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Those of you that expect to see someone that's on my level speaking, you could go get a drink or go to the bathroom because this next guy here isn't worth, I would say maybe about 2 or 3 cents, but I know they gave pennies away. There's no more pennies. So let me say goodbye. And for our Spanish speaking people, hasta la vista and adios. and Feliz Navidad.
Mic drop.